व्याप्तं जगद्येन चिदात्मभावा रज्ज्वा यथा हि चराचरं यत् सन्न्यस्य सर्वं च सदात्मभावे स्वयं समस्तं च बभूवयस्तु निस्सङ्गनिर्मुक्तिपदं प्रपद्य ब्रह्मात्मभावेन विराजितो यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय अखण्डभावः शिवरूपतत्त्वः चितिस्वभावः परमात्मसत्यः सत्यस्य सत्यः सुधियैव गम्यः परः प्रधानात् परमेश्वरो यः आद्यन्तहीनो निरपेक्षदीप्तिः स्वतः स्वरूपेण विफुल्लितो यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय मंतुं न शक्यो मनसा कदाचित् वक्तुं न केनापि तथा न वाचा बोद्धुं च बुद्ध्यापि तथा न शक्यः बुद्ध्यादिसाक्षी खलु केवलो यः सर्वेन्द्रियातीतपदस्थितोऽपि सर्वेन्द्रियप्रेरयिता परो यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय शुद्धातिशुद्धं च सदा प्रबुद्धः विश्वेश्वरो विश्वपरः प्रसन्नः व्यापी परब्रह्मणि मोदमानः वेदान्तसारः सुधियां शरण्यः एको वशी सर्वभूताधिवासः सर्वाधिपः सर्वजीवात्मको यः श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय अशब्दमस्पर्शमरूपवच्च तथा रसं नित्यमगन्धवच्च निरञ्जनं नित्यनिरीहमेकम् बुद्धेः परं निर्गुणसद्ध्रुवं च गुह्यं गभीरं गगनोपमं यं पश्यन्ति निर्धूतमलायतीन्द्राः श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय तेजोमयं दिव्यममेयशक्तिं सनातनं शान्तमनामयं च अद्वैतमाश्चर्यमचिन्त्यरूपं परात्परं नित्यमनन्तमाद्यम् ज्ञानप्रकाशेन विशुद्धसत्त्वः यं पश्यति स्वात्मनि चिन्त्यमानम् श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय श्रीसौम्यकाशीशमहेश्वराय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय तस्मै नमः स्वामी तपोवनाय
Hari Om. Welcome to 2022 Chinmaya Jayanti celebration. We look forward to this event year after year, and even this pandemic has not stopped us. Even last year, we celebrated it online, and this year too, we have planned an amazing event. And why not? This is not just a birthday celebration, but also remembering our Gurudev for all he has given us. The beautiful nectar of knowledge by means of his books, commentaries, and discourses, and the Chinmaya family, which remains bound to each other with love and respect, and a means of getting together, even though virtually, but engaged mentally throughout the pandemic. This is all his gift to us. We are blessed to have our Swamiji continue to guide us and be the guiding light as we fulfill our day-to-day activities. Let us continue with today's program. A lot of work has gone into this presentation, so sit back and relax. Enjoy the show. Please make sure you have an excellent Wi-Fi connection and a nice audio and video connection to enjoy. Now is the time to get your japamalas ready. If you do not have one, you can always use beads or beans to help with the japa. We also have Paduka Puja, and you have a puja box and Padukas. Please get them now. Let us remember Gurudev on his birthday and feel blessed for all we have because of him. Thank you.
Om Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Ajaya Namaha Om Avyayaya Namaha ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ॐ महात्मने नमः। ॐ मेधाविने नमः। ॐ यतात्मने नमः। ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः। ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः। ॐ वाग्मिने नमः। ॐ विभवे नमः। ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः। ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः। ॐ वीतरागाय नमः। ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः। ॐ शान्ताय नमः। ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः। ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः। ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः। ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः। ॐ समबुद्धये नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः। ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः। ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः। ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः। ॐ साधवे नमः। ॐ सुमनसे नमः। ॐ सुहृदे नमः। ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः। ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः। ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः। ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः। ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः। ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः। ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः। चिन्मयम् जगदीश्वरम् प्रणमाम्यहम्।
Hari Om. Just a reminder to make sure you have a nice audio and a video connection as we start the play. As I said before, the pandemic has placed limitations on our activities, but our sevaks, many of you online with us, were quick enough to prepare us in switching from in-person to virtual mode. Needless to say, we could not do without this seamless transition. Many, many thanks to you, our sevaks, in making it happen. While we braved the pandemic, even our Bal Vihar students transitioned, not just for Bal Vihar, but even their school life. It is not the most comfortable setting, but our children have the aptitude to do so well. Sometimes they do it just so much quicker than the adults. Today, our play is a production of our Bal Vihar children who display what they have learned through the curriculum. I'm so proud to say they have put in their skills so cheerfully in this play that you can actually experience it as if it was live throughout the presentation. I will let you be the judge. For now, enjoy the ride as they take us through the difficult journey to your destination in their car. The title of today's play is Hop in for a Ride in My Car, Vroom to Victory, like a superstar. Let's watch.
Can you give me the water? Chanchal, I asked you water and you can't even look at me and focus and give me the water. I don't know what are you looking at from that time. You're looking at these papers. I don't know what they are. And I always see that you're always stressed.
You don't know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at the medical bills that we got. These people at Pareshan Motor, when we need the most, they have reduced our insurance in half. Look at the amount of money that we have to pay just for these 2 visits. Oh God, I don't know how am I going to handle this.
But how is it going to even help my condition or help us solve a problem? Just because you're stressed, is it going to do anything for us?
Well, I don't know whether it is going to do anything for us or not. Can you stay quiet, Mahima? But I do know
Can you go out, Mahima?
that we have gone for 2 doctor visits now, and in both the doctor visits, they couldn't figure out what is going on with you. We don't know how many more doctor visits we are going to go. I don't know how many more medical bills we are going to get. I'm totally frustrated. What do you want, Mahima?
I have a card for you.
Mahima, can you go out?
Is this the time that you figured out to give the card to us, Mahima? Please walk out of the room.
Here we go again. Mom and Dad are always fighting. I don't understand why they are always so stressed out like this. Good thing I at least have a friend I can call. Hello, is this Vaishnavi? Yes, my parents are always fighting. Can I talk to you for a moment?
Yeah, I understand, Arjun. It's literally the same everywhere, honestly. Yeah. Take care. Bye.
Hey, but
So
apparently in Arjun's family, they're having the same household issues.
Understandable. Very understandable. Oh, hi. We didn't see you there.
And we welcome you all to our Rajas Family Circus.
So, what's cooking on the menu today?
Well, on today's menu, we have finance problem kofta and argument mirchi bhaji.
Sounds interesting. Let's check it out, shall we?
Just look at this. This is really bad.
Raju, I need your attention.
Oh, Shanti. What is it? I can never do my work if I have to constantly deal with and help you and deal with these kind of stuff.
You call your child's grade coursework these kind of things? You're supposed to help them in their homework. If you bother.
Homework. When would I have time for homework? In case you didn't notice, I just started an amazing Bitcoin business and the COVID hit. And you know what? We are $10,000 in debt. $10,000. That's a lot of money.
You always talk about money. Aren't you the one who wanted your kids in Ivy League schools? You got to step in and help them. Take time off of your personal training and gym.
You never understand. Running this whole Bitcoin mining operation is a complex business.
That's not the point.
No, Shanti, you'll never understand.
What's going on? Do you need any help?
Well, it's your mom again. She never understands. We have a serious problem in our business.
Relax, Mom and Dad. Don't be so frustrated all the time. Ups and downs are a part of life.
Yeah, and problems. Remember what problems are?
Problems are nothing but purposeful roadblocks offering beneficial lessons to enhance mental strength.
Mental strength? I don't think I have any mental strength.
For mental strength, we have learned in our Balvir classes that it is best to chant the HC.
What's HC?
The Hanuman Chalisa.
Oh, well, I don't know the Hanuman Chalisa very well.
Never mind, Dad. Any Hanuman prayer is good enough. I can show you one beautiful Anjaneya Stuti. By chanting this prayer, we get all the blessings from Lord Anjaneya for a healthy body, pure mind, brilliant intellect for our spiritual quest.
नमो आञ्जनेयं नमो दिव्यकायं नमो वायुपुत्रं नमो सूर्यमित्रं नमो निखिलरक्षाकरं रुद्ररूपं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो वानरेशं नमो दिव्यभासं नमो वज्रदेहं नमो ब्रह्मतेजम् नमो शत्रुसंहारकं वज्रकायं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो आञ्जनेयं नमो दिव्यकायं नमो वायुपुत्रं नमो सूर्यमित्रं नमो निखिलरक्षाकरं रुद्ररूपं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो वानरेशं नमो दिव्यभासं नमो वज्रदेहं नमो ब्रह्मतेजम् नमो शत्रुसंहारकं वज्रकायं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि श्री आञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते नमो वानरेन्द्रं नमो विश्वपालं नमो विश्वमोदं नमो देवशूरं नमो गगनसञ्चारितं पवनतनयं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो रामदासं नमो भक्तपालं नमो ईश्वरांशं नमो लोकवीरम् नमो भक्तचिन्तामणिं गदापाणिं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो वानरेन्द्रं नमो विश्वपालं नमो विश्वमोदं नमो देवशूरं नमो गगनसञ्चारितं पवनतनयं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो रामदासं नमो भक्तपालं नमो ईश्वरांशं नमो लोकवीरं नमो भक्तचिन्तामणिं गदापाणिं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते नमो पापनाशं नमो सुप्रकाशं नमो वेदसारं नमो निर्विकारम् नमो निखिलसम्पूजितं देवश्रेष्ठं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो कामरूपं नमो रौद्ररूपं नमो वायुतनयं नमो वानराग्रम् नमो भक्तवरदायकम् आत्मवासं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो पापनाशं नमो सुप्रकाशं नमो वेदसारं नमो निर्विकारम् नमो निखिलसम्पूजितं देवश्रेष्ठं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो कामरूपं नमो रौद्ररूपं नमो वायुतनयं नमो वानराग्रम् नमो भक्तवरदायकम् आत्मवासं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते नमो रम्यनामं नमो भवपुनीतं नमो चिरञ्जीवं नमो विश्वपूज्यम् नमो शत्रुनाशनकरं धीररूपं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो देवदेवं नमो भक्तरत्नं नमो अभयवरदं नमो पञ्चवदनम् नमो शुभदशुभमङ्गलम् आञ्जनेयं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो रम्यनामं नमो भवपुनीतं नमो चिरञ्जीवं नमो विश्वपूज्यम् नमो शत्रुनाशनकरं धीररूपं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि नमो देवदेवं नमो भक्तरत्नं नमो अभयवरदं नमो पञ्चवदनं नमो शुभदशुभमङ्गलम् आञ्जनेयं नमो मारुतिं रामदूतं नमामि
श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते श्रीयाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते प्रसन्नाञ्जनेयं नमस्ते.
Wow, what a beautiful and powerful Anjaneya Stuti.
Yes, it almost feels like meditation. And our parents need to know the importance of meditation.
I am sure Mom and Dad know how to meditate. I know your dad has been trying this for a long time.
Yeah, I have been trying it, but I'm not quite sure I know how to meditate.
We have so many saints in India who have taught us how to meditate. These saints like Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, and Ramana Maharshi have given us the powerful path of Jnana Yoga.
Meditation, self-reflection, and contemplation helps to be in the path of Jnana Yoga. So, why don't you guys try some meditation right now?
Sure, yeah.
Let's try.
Yeah, let's try it out.
Swami Adi Shankaracharya is one of the most influential saints of our time. He is known as a follower of Jnana Yoga, the path of spiritual knowledge. That is because he taught Advaita Vedanta, which is the philosophy that says that all living beings are part of one absolute reality, called Brahman. He is also known for explaining complex spiritual ideas through simple and practical written words, such as Bhaja Govindam.
Another reason to love Adi Shankaracharya is that Gurudev Swami Chinmaya is part of a Guru Parampara or a lineage of saint that traces back directly to Adi Shankaracharya. This is a verse from Bhaja Govindam that describes the process of attaining moksha or the state of eternal happiness. The meaning of this verse is through good company we develop detachment. Through detachment we develop clarity. Through clarity we develop balance. And through balance we attain moksha.
This shows us that Adi Shankaracharya was very good at explaining difficult concepts, such as moksha, in a way that any regular person can understand. This is why Adi Shankaracharya is known as a great jnana yogi.
Satsangatve nisangatvam nisangatve nirmohatvam Nirmohatve nischalatatvam nischalatatve jivan muktihi.
Mangal Singh Badahar was the king of Awar, a district in present-day Rajasthan. The British were ruling India at the time. The king had no respect for the Hindu cultures and the Hindu traditions. He had become westernized and was very proud of his Western outlook.
Maharaj, Swami Vivekananda has arrived and he wants to meet you.
Welcome to my kingdom, Swamiji. Please be seated. I have a question that has been bothering me. I do not believe in idol worship. Why should we pray to pieces of stone, clay, or metal objects? It serves no purpose and is meaningless.
Maharaj, is that a portrait of the king's father?
Yes, Swamiji, that indeed is a portrait of the king's father.
Please bring that portrait to me.
Yes, Minister, you may bring that portrait and give it to Swamiji.
Minister, please spit on the portrait.
No, I cannot do that.
How dare you ask him to spit on my illustrious father?
See, Maharaj, Even though this is a portrait of your dear father, when you look at it, it reminds you of him. This portrait here is a symbol. In the same way, Hindus worship a Murti. This reminds them about their favorite deity. Here too, Maharaj, it is a symbol. Hindus worship God through image.
Thank you for enlightening me. Please stay in my palace for a few more days.
Fast forward 5 years later, Swami Vivekananda sets sail to attend the World Parliament of Religions. Let us now listen to Swami Vivekananda giving his speech.
Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to respond to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you by the name of millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects. I am proud to be part of a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance.
Swami Vivekananda established Vedanta centers all over the world. There are several famous quotations by Swami Vivekananda, the most famous one being, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached."
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Hare Bol.
Phew, man, I mean, that was really hard. All that concentration sitting in one place, my mind was traveling really fast.
Dad, you need to realize something our dear Swamiji always tells us. No hurry, no worry, because no's hurry. Equally important, Dad, about our never-ending list of problems, he also says no worry, no hurry, because no's hurry. Well, if that was too hard to process, have no fear. We have another solution for you.
Well, I hope this is an easier solution than the last one.
Of course. It is called Bhakti Yoga. In this form of devotional reverence, you can sing Bhagavan's bhajans, attend satsangs, and reflect on his teachings. You surrender 100% of your identification with Bhagavan and Guru.
This is the first verse of the song, Vandanamu Raghunandana, by Saint Tyagaraja, a musician and a great devotee of Lord Rama who lived during the 1800s. In this verse, the words Setu Bandhana mean builder of the bridge. This shows how beloved Lord Rama is because he was born hundreds of millions of years ago and people still tell his stories even today. This is the power of Lord Rama's righteousness.
Vandanamu Raghunandana Setu Bandhana Bhakta Chandana Rama.
Vandanamu Raghunandana Setu Bandhana Bhakta Chandana.
Jago mohan pyare savari surat more man bhave sundar shyama mare jago mohan pyare.
Did you hear that divine voice? That is the voice of Queen Mirabai. Queen Mirabai was born a princess and became the Queen of Chittor when she married King Bhojraj. Despite several obstacles, Mirabai never lost her faith or devotion for Krishna.
Mirabai was one of my greatest devotees. She endured all hardships, but her love and devotion for me never wavered. Her songs were so beautiful that even the Mughal Emperor Akbar came to listen to her.
पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो
पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो
पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो वस्तु अमोलिक दे मेरे सतगुरु
वस्तु अमोलिक दे मेरे सतगुरु
कृपा कर अपनायो पायो जी मैंने कृपा कर अपनायो
पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो
पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो I am Akbar, the Great. I have heard a lot about Mirabai's devotion, and I want to go in person to hear her chanting. I have disguised myself so I can go to the Krishna temple where she sings every evening. पायो पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो Mirabai, your songs have filled my heart with peace and my mind with devotion. I bow down to you. Please accept a gift from me, this pearl necklace. I do not accept or want anything. Whatever you give is for my Lord. Mirabai, your songs have filled my heart with peace. How I wish I could sit here all day and listen to your songs.
Wait, who was that who gave the pearl necklace? I think that was King Akbar. Oh my goodness, what will our king say?
We have a message from the king. You are a disgrace to our kingdom. How dare you allow the Mughal King Akbar to come and listen to your songs, and then accept a gift from him, and allow him to touch your feet. You are banished from this kingdom. Leave immediately.
Krishna, people don't understand my devotion to you. I will devote the rest of my life singing your glory.
Mirabai, go to Vrindavan. You'll find me there.
Mirabai's bhakti continues to inspire us today.
The 9 modes of devotion, as noted by Bhakta Prahalad. These modes of devotion are expounded in Bhagavatam. Any devotee can practice that mode which suits him or her best. All modes of devotion lead to surrendering to Bhagavan.
The first mode of devotion is Shravanam. Shravanam means listening. What do we listen to? The stories of Bhagavan. Listening to the stories of Bhagavan, whether it be Bhagavatam, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, Devi, Mahatmayam, or scriptures cultivates our love for the divine. Listening to and practicing these spiritual teachings will help purify our mind. Through this, we worship Bhagavan and cross the oceans of samsara to merge with the Lord. This is Shravanam.
The second mode of devotion is Kirtanam. Kirtanam means singing Bhagwan's glories. One way to sing Bhagwan's glories is through bhajan. When we sing, we merge musical expression with the celebration of Bhagwan's glories. Kirtanam is both a thrilling art form and a practice in devotion. This is Kirtanam.
The third mode of devotion is Vishnu Smarana. Vishnu Smarana is remembering Bhagwan. How do we practice remembering Bhagwan? Well, by placing a murti in our house or in the temple. Practicing japa and turning our minds towards the Lord at all times. The presence of Bhagwan's name and form reminds us of her universal presence in all activities of life. This is Vishnu Smaranam.
Our devotion is Padasevana. Padasevana means serving Bhagwan's lotus feet. How do we serve Bhagwan's lotus feet? By serving our gurus, elders, teachers, and society. All these entities are manifestations of Bhagwan, each requiring service over the course of life. From Bhiksha to Swamaji, performing Paduka Puja, helping my parents with chores, and volunteering to help society are all forms of service to Bhagwan. This is Padasevana.
The fifth mode of devotion is Archana. Archana means worship. Why do we worship? To express our love for Bhagavan and to purify our own mind and heart. How do we worship? By offering our body, mind, and intellect to Bhagavan. This is illustrated when we offer flowers, fruits, and other rituals to Bhagavan. Through this, our love for Bhagavan grows. This is Archana.
Sixth mode of devotion is Vandana. Vandana means offering prostrations to Bhagavan. Why do we offer our prostrations? To demonstrate our reverence for the sole provider and source of life. How do we offer salutations? By physically bowing to and mentally recognizing our oneness with all forms of Bhagavan. This includes Mother Earth, her creatures, and all human beings. This is Vandana.
The seventh mode of devotion is Dasyam. Dasyam means cultivating a servant sentiment towards Bhagavan. To follow the words of the scriptures and treat them as the word of Bhagavan is Dasyam. Dasyam also consists of serving auspicious and spiritual places such as temples, as well as serving Bhagavan's devotees. This is Dasyam.
The eighth mode of devotion is Sakya. Sakya means friendship. What does friendship with Bhagavan mean? It means trusting that Bhagavan will be by our side, whether through happy days or difficult days. It means relying on Bhagavan to support us during times of difficulty. It means sharing with Bhagavan the beauty and joy of life, and to always keep Bhagavan in our company. This is Sakya.
Today I'll be talking about the ninth mode of devotion, Atma Nivedana. Atma Nivedana means surrendering to Bhagavan. What do we surrender? We surrender our mind, body, and soul. How do we surrender? We surrender our daily experiences in life with absolute love. This is Atma Nivedana.
The 9 modes of devotion teach us a way to foster and nurture love for Bhagavan. Through our devotion to Bhagavan, we will reach him. Such is the importance of Bhakti Prahlad's illuminated teachings.
Nahi pashyami तन्मते पादाद्वयमितरो कथते पतु पतु देशनमो हरभक्तं ते परिपालय माम्
क्षितिपतिवंसा शम्भवमूर्ते क्षितिपतिरक्षा शतमूर्ते भृगुपति रामवरेण्य नमो हरभक्तं ते परिपालय माम् सीतावल्लभदाशरथे दशरथनन्दन लोकगुरो रावणमर्दन राम नमो हरभक्तं ते परिपालय माम् कृष्णानन्द कृपा जलते कंसारे कमलेश हरे कालियमर्दन कृष्ण नमो हरभक्तं ते परिपालय माम् त्रिपुरसती मानविहरण त्रिपुरविजयमार्गनरूपा शुद्धज्ञानविबुद्ध नमो हरभक्तं ते परिपालय माम् दुष्टविमर्दन शिष्टहरे कलितुरगोतमवाहन हे कल्किङ्कर करवाल नमो हरभक्तं ते परिपालय माम् राम हरे जय कृष्ण हरे तव नाम वदामि सदा नृहरे नाम स्मरणादन्योपायं नाहि पश्यामि भवतरणे
O Sri Rama, O Sri Krishna, O Narahari, man lion, I do not see any other means of crossing this worldly ocean except constantly remembering your name. Salutations to the Lord, who manifested in the form of a fish to protect the Vedas and to destroy the demon. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. Salutations to the Lord, who manifested in the form of a tortoise to steady the mountain Meru from the churning of the ocean and to protect the gods and demons. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. Salutations to the Lord, who manifested in the form of a boar to lift the earth from the bottom of the ocean. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. Salutations to the Lord, who manifested in the form of Narasimha, man lion, to oblige Hiranyakasipu, his own guards, Jaya and Vijaya, and to protect Prahalada, son of demon Hiranyakasipu. O Lord, please protect me. I am a devotee.
O Lord, you manifested in the form of a clever child and harnessed the expansion of King Bali's sacrifice and captured the three worlds with only your 2 feet. O Lord, I bow to you. Please protect me. I am your devotee.
Salutations to the distinguished Sri Parsurama, son of sage Bhrigu. He manifested himself as the protector of the earth. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. Salutations to the Lord, Sri Rama, who is Sita's husband, son of King Dashratha, teacher of the 3 worlds and destroyer of the demon king Ravana. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee.
Salutations to Lord Sri Krishna, who is Subhadra's brother, ocean of mercy, enemy of Kamsa, lord of the goddess Lakshmi, remover of pain. He also overpowered the snake king Kalya. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. Salutations to Bhagavan Buddha, who is enlightened by the pure knowledge. This knowledge is the remover of ego and a road to the conquest of the 3 cities. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. Salutations to Lord Vishnu in the form of Kalki. In the Kali Yuga, with the sword in his hand and riding on a horse, his purpose was the destruction of evil and the protection of the virtuous. O Lord, please protect me. I am your devotee. O Sri Rama, O Sri Krishna, O Narahari, man lion, I do not see any other means of crossing this worldly ocean except constantly remembering your name.
This is hard.
Hey Dad, it looks like the Bhakti path isn't really working out for you.
Yeah, I struggle to, sit down and chant the Lord's name. It's for, someone whom I've never seen. It's very hard.
Yeah, your dad has always been can't see, can do kind of person.
Well, that's right. My eyes are open, but I'm not able to connect with the Lord. And my mind is also not at peace. I don't know what to do. Is there anything else that we can do?
Well, of course, there is another path for you. The path of Karma Yoga or righteous living. This is an action-oriented path.
Interesting. Could you please tell us more about this?
Haven't you heard of Gurudev or Swamiji's discourses on the Bhagavad Gita? In the path of Karma Yoga, you undertake selfless, dedicated service and produce more than what you consume. Sarva dharman parityajya, mamekam sharanam vraja. We surrender our actions to Him. And many saints and devas have shown us that path. Dad, you need to attend Swami Dhirananda's lectures. It'll help you understand everything.
Yes, indeed.
A great visionary and person who gave sannyasa diksha to our Gurudev is Swami Shivananda.
Swami Shivananda was trained as a doctor and continued to serve the poor and needy all throughout his life. One of the great contributions made by our Swamiji was making the practice of yoga more widespread. The Swami Shivananda Yoga Ashram helped people live a more healthy and sattvic life.
Why don't we demonstrate some asanas? An asana is a pose that is designed to relax or strengthen a particular organ within our body. By doing many asanas, we can reach harmony within ourselves.
Sounds great. Let's try an asana called Vrikshasana or tree pose. To do this, you simply start on one foot, balancing on one foot, bringing your other foot below or above the knee. This helps bring balance and concentration. Focus on one point in front of you to help you stay up. Very nice job, everyone. Next, let's try one called Virabhadrasana or warrior pose. To do this, you go into a lunge, extending your arms out and bending forward.
That's wonderful, Saya. Swami Shivananda founded the Divine Life Society. His teachings on simple living and life lessons are in the 1880s. Remember this from summer camp? Let us sing together. Serenity, regularity, absence of vanity, sincerity, simplicity, veracity, equanimity, fixity, non-irritability, adaptability, humility, tenacity,
integrity, nobility, magnanimity, charity, generosity, purity. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Practice now these 1880s, you will soon attain immortality. Practice daily these 1880s, you will soon attain immortality. This you can't get in the university. This you can't get in the university.
These 18 itties are etched in the stones in the trail in Chinmaya. Our class took a hike through the trail and reflected upon these important lessons from Swami Shivananda. Life is bound to throw many challenges at us, and it is great lives and great minds that help us through these times. One such great mind is Gurudev Chinmayananda. He began his life as a journalist and had a passion for service and justice. Here is a glimpse into the early life of Gurudev.
I'm here in Rishikesh and I'm going to expose the Swami. They're a burden to society and they don't do anything.
Balan, welcome to our ashram. Before I begin my discourse to my disciples, come say something. Say anything. Maybe about your trip to Rishikesh.
Well, I came from Delhi and
What is this? You're a successful journalist, a postgraduate. Can't you give a short impromptu talk? Get ready for another try tomorrow.
How ironic. I came to Swami Shivananda because I wanted to expose him. I thought he was a fake. Swami Shivananda works so hard all day, and yet he has time to prepare for thoughtful talks. I thought I was a witty, entertaining speaker, but I stand before him, humbled in my arrogance. I will prepare well for tomorrow.
And the next day, Balan gave an excellent talk. Balan was drawn to Swami Shivananda and kept coming back to the ashram whenever he got a chance. Swami Shivananda launched Balan on a lifetime of talks.
Balan soon joined Swami Shivananda's ashram and became his disciple. Swami Shivananda initiated him into sannyas and gave him the name Chinmayananda Saraswati. He later went to Swami Tapovan Maharaj to quench his thirst for more knowledge, and the rest is history.
Lord Rama is one of the most beloved Hindu gods. One of the most important reasons for this is that Lord Rama showed people how to live a righteous life. The story where Lord Rama builds a bridge across the ocean shows us how righteous he was.
There was a king, Dasharatha, ruler of Ayodhya. He had 3 queens, Kaikeyi, Kaushalya, Sumitra. Kaikeyi, Kaushalya, Sumitra. The king was sad, he had no children, so he performed yajna. Thus Lord Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrugna. All the 4 sons grew up to be dutiful and respectful. They were trained in archery, warfare, and Vedas too. One day sage Vishwamitra visited Ayodhya. He asked King Sam to protect his yajna. So began adventure for Rama Lakshmana. Both princes were courageous and fought all the asuras. After finishing yajna, Vishwamitra blessed them and took them to Mithila. Mithila was ruled by King Janaka. He was having swayamvara for his daughter Sita. Janaka was happy with Rama's presence. With the blessings of the sage, Rama lifted Rudra's bow and won the swayamvara, got married to Sita, and returned to Ayodhya.
What a lovely introduction to Balakanda. King
Janaka of Mithila had announced that whoever could lift and string the Rudra's bow would receive Sita's hand in marriage. Now, let's join Sita Swayamvara in Mithila. Hail, King of Mithila! Here comes King Janaka. Here comes Princess of Mithila. Here comes Maharishi Vishwamitra with Rama and Lakshmana. Let us watch the most awaited Treta Yuga Swayamvara. What will happen now? Look at Lakshmana. Oh, look, Sage Vishwamitra is also giving consent. Rama takes Sage Vishwamitra's blessings and goes to lift the bow.
सीता कल्याण वैभोग में राम कल्याण वैभोग में
Rama, honoring King Dashratha's promise, lives in the forest with Sita and Lakshmana for 14 years. They are happily living in Panchavati towards the end of exile. Let us see what happens then. Sita says, Arya, that deer I would like to have as a pet. It is by far the most beautiful creature I have ever seen. We will take it to Ayodhya. Lakshmana says, Brother, careful. I think it's a Rakshasa in disguise. Leave it alone. Rama says, Lakshmana, get my bow and arrow. I will get the deer dead or alive. Look after Janaki, guard her well. I will soon be back. Suddenly, a cry is heard. Ha Lakshmana, ha Sita, alas, alas, save me, Lakshmana, Sita, save me. Sita says, go Lakshmana, go help Rama. Lakshmana says, Mother, I am going in the risk of disobeying Rama. Look after yourself. I will soon be back. Ravana says, Bhiksham Dehi, Bhiksham Dehi. Ravana says, do not go, Sita. I am not a hermit. I am Ravana. Come be my wife. Sita says, how dare you? Leave me alone. My husband, Sri Ramachandra, the bravest, will come and get you. Do not go, Sita. I am not a hermit. I am Ravana. Come be my wife. Sita says, how dare you? Leave me alone. My husband, Sri Ramachandra, the bravest, will come and get you.
Before Lord Rama built the bridge to go to Lanka, he first prayed to the ocean god to give him permission to build it. Then, while building the bridge, Lord Rama was equally respectful towards all of his animal friends, from the tiniest squirrel to the mighty Lord Hanuman. Finally, Lord Rama and his friends were able to successfully build a bridge across the ocean using nothing but stones, because whenever the name Rama was written on a stone, it would float all by itself.
Diviner Santa then starts building a bridge to help Lord Rama cross over to Lanka. As they built it, they chant inspirational qualities and good values that Lord Rama embodies.
For aspiration, set your goals and stick to them. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible to the visible. B is for brotherhood. The whole world is one family. See everyone around you as your brothers and sisters. C is for cleanliness. A clean mind is full of good thoughts. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. E is for enthusiasm. Perform every task with enthusiasm, and the results will be great. We can do it. F for friendship. A friend in need is a friend in need. H for happiness. Happiness is a state of mind. We can be happy by accepting the things how they are. What you get is what you get. Don't get upset. For intelligence. Use your intelligence to make the right choices. Maybe use our intelligence for good work and God's love. J for japa. Practice japa to focus your mind on your goals. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. K is for kindness. Be kind to all living beings and nature. L is for love. God is love. Ekadantam Mahakayam Lambodara Gajananam Vignanal Sakaran Devam Evam Vampanamamyaham. M for mother. Always be grateful to your parents for everything they do to help you do well. Matru Devu Baba. Pitru Devu Baba, Acharya Devu Baba. and for nobility. We live honestly, the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. O is for obedience. Obey your mother, obey your father, obey your teacher. P is for prayer. Pray to God to help us to love. Rama here, Rama there, Rama, Rama everywhere. God is one, God is one, God is one for everyone. T for truth. Satyam Vara Dharmanchara. Always speak the truth and follow Dharma. U for unity. United we stand, divided we fall. Y is for Yajna. Life is Yajna. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantafyam Brahma Karma Samadhina Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. W is for work. Work hard and practice every day. Work is worship. Go, go, go and fly. Soar, soar in the sky. Work, work hard and try. You will make it, just don't cry. X is for excellence. Do the best and leave the rest. V is for victory. Victory, Satyameva Jayate. Good always wins.
Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram, Ram Ram Jai Raja Ram, Ram Ram Jai Sita Ram.
Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane Adorama Tapo Bana Tigamanam Hatvam Rugam Kanchanam Vaireharanam Jatayumaranam Sugriva Sambhashanam. Sita in the Ashoka Varnam had a sense of Rama's presence and she was feeling relieved. At that moment, Ravana came and showed an illusion where Rama is lying down. Sita almost believed. After Ravana left, one of the Dasis said, "You are faithful and holy. Nobody can do anything to Rama. Ravana's evil is heightened and his end is near. Sita felt better. The great battle has started between Rama and Ravana. The Devas and Gandharva walked with beating hearts. Ravana never looked more fearsome before. Next day, Ravana woke up Kumbhakarna. Rakshasas beat loud drums and sounded trumpets in his ears to wake Kumbhakarna. He's ready for battle now. Kumbhakarna marched upon the Vanaras and swallowed the Vanaras, and feeling happy that he's undefeatable. Then Kumbhakarna fought with Rama. After fighting for some time, Rama slayed him using his astra, and he finally fell. Ravana was sad to hear the news.
Ravana and Indrajit were so determined to fight the next day. Indrajit used his magic and shot a net of poisonous darts at Lakshmana. He laid down as if in a coma, and darkness fell over the battlefield. Vandavas and others were sad and lost hope, whereas everyone in Lanka were rejoicing. Jambavan saw Lakshmana and told Hanuman to bring some herbs from the home in the Himalayas. Hanuman flew and brought back the whole hill, as he didn't know which herb to bring.
The great battle has started between Rama and Ravana. The Devas and Gandharva walked with beating hearts. Ravana never looked more fearsome before.
It is time for the final showdown. And finally, Ram and Ravana face each other on the battlefield. Ravana is dressed in full armor, riding his splendid war chariot fitted with all kinds of sophisticated, state-of-the-art weapons. In stark contrast, Lord Rama is on foot, almost barefooted, no armor, having only a bow and arrows as weapons. When Vibhishana sees this, out of love and concern for Rama, he asks Lord Rama,
रावनु रथी बिरथ रघुवीर देखि विभीषण भयवधीर अधिक प्रीति मन भा संदेह बंदी चरण कह सहित स्नेह.
O Lord, you don't have a chariot nor anything to protect your body or your feet. How are you going to defeat this valorous and arrogant Ravana?
Whoa, hey, I don't know about arrogant. It's not my fault I'm better than everyone else.
Listen carefully, Vibhishana.
Lord Rama then goes on to answer Vibhishana as to what the chariot and the weapons by which one obtains real victory in the battlefield of life. His answer is the Vibhishana Gita, and in order to know that, you have to attend the Shivanandam Balavihar class.
Okay. This being Chinmaya Jayanti, we will tell you just about the unbreakable armor mentioned in the Vibhishana Gita, which will protect one on the battlefield of life. Devotion to the Guru is the Kavacha, unbreakable armor.
रावनुरथी बिरथ रघुबीरा देखि विभीषण भयवधीरा अधिक प्रीति मन भा संदेहा बंदी चरण कह सहित स्नेहा नाथ नरथ नहीं तन पद त्राना केहि विधि जितव वीर बलवाना सुनहु सखा कह कृपा निधाना जय जय होई सो चंदनाना सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाका सत्यशील दृढ़ ध्वजा पताका बल विवेक दम परहित घोरे क्षमा कृपा समतार जुजोरे ई सब जनों सारथी सुजाना बिरति चर्म संतोष कृपाना दान पर सुबुद्धि शक्ति प्रचंड बर विज्ञान कठिन कोदंड अमल चल मन त्रोड समाना समजम नियम सिरी मुख नाना कवच भेद विप्र गुर पूजा एहि सम विजय उपाय न दूजा सखा धर्ममय असरथ जाके जीतन कहन कतहु रिपुता के महाजय संसार रिपु जीते सकै सुबीर जाके असरथ होई दृढ़ सुनहु सखा मति धीर सुनि प्रभु वचन विभीषण हर्षि गए पद कंज एहि मिस मोहि उपदेश हो राम कृपा सुख पुंज उत्पचार दस कंधर इतंगद हनुमान लरत निसाचर भालु कपि करी निज निज प्रभुआन सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
Welcome to Shivanandam class. Even with masks on, it is so good to see you all in person. Today we will be studying selected chopais of Tulsidasa's Ramayana.
What's the Ramayana again?
We learned about this in Satyam and so many other years. The crown prince Rama is exiled to the forest with his wife Sita and brother Lakshmana. When Sita is kidnapped by the demon king Ravana, Lakshmana, Rama, and an army of monkeys defeat him to win Sita back.
Seriously, what's so great about Rama? We read this story every year. Like, how does it apply to us?
Does it even matter? I literally only come to Bali Vihar to make my parents happy.
Same, like I'm literally just here to hang out with my friends.
Well, I for one am glad you are all here, whatever be the reason. We are counting on the fact that you know Ramayana. We are going to focus on specific chopais at two different parts of Ramayana and focus on them from a different angle.
As the Bhavihar year progresses, the class is studying the selected chopais from Tulsidasa's Ramayana in person. Just as everyone is adjusted to in-person classes, the Omicron surge happens and we have to switch back to virtual.
Let us now zoom into the classroom and see what's happening.
So happy to see your bright faces on camera. Kudos to all for joining on time. Today's discussion is on equanimity.
What is equanimity and how can it be developed?
Rama was the favorite of all and to be crowned as the king of Ayodhya. Overnight, the situation changed and he was banished to the forest for 14 years. Not only does he decide to go to the forest to honor his father's promise, but does so with a smile and comforting others who are distraught at his leaving. At the beginning of 2020, we were all thrown into an uncertain situation almost overnight. As students, you all face school closures, virtual classes, and many other changes. We want to hear about the challenges you have faced in dealing with the uncertainty of the past 2 years of the pandemic. How can you apply what you have learned in our chopais from Tulsidasa's Ramayana in dealing with uncertainty with samatha, equanimity? Give examples from your life.
I see Arjun, Neha, and Pranati have raised their hand. We will start with Arjun. Go ahead, Arjun.
Equanimity for me means that you're being calm and collected even in times of great stress and worry. One should be calm even if they get a bad grade on an important test or they get a great gift for their birthday. Staying calm in all situations is equanimity.
Over the pandemic, one of the challenges I have faced was the lack of social interaction along with virtual school. Having equanimity in this time was probably the healthiest thing because no matter how stressed or nervous you got, things wouldn't return back to normal.
So I understand what equanimity means, but how can I actually practice and develop it?
In all honesty, what I believe on how to develop your equanimity through in these emotionally and mentally taxing situations is to focus on the calmness or neutrality of the situation and focus on what's actually going on and not exactly focus completely on your emotions.
I disagree with this. I don't think we should suppress our emotions.
So I get what you guys are saying, and I see both of your points, but I feel like equanimity is neither about rejecting your emotions, but more about making sure you can control them and making sure they don't cloud your judgment. And it's important to think about what's in your control and what's not in your control. When the pandemic started, all we could do was accept it because it was something not in our control. So practicing that can help you stay level-headed and make the right decision. And it's important to choose which battles to fight.
Wonderful explanations of equanimity, children. Pranavi, you want to share your thoughts on the second part of the question?
In the past year, I have faced many challenges. Being virtual, it was stressful and hard to have time for good thoughts and just be open to all the goodness around me. I'd wake up in the middle of the night worrying about homework assignments, if I did the right thing, proper grammar, and so on and so forth. My mind was completely agitated.
Do the chopais you are learning in the class help you all anyway?
Yeah, in the Tulsidas Ramayana, the Chopais were learning Valmiki's Rama that he lives in the hearts of those who are not worried, angry, jealous, agitated, and such. Because I was so worried, I was not able to think straight and have a clear mind. Chanting Rama Nama Japa while remembering Rama will help me to calm my agitated mind. I can apply this in the future to be calm and trust Rama.
Would anyone else like to share?
I also want to add what I've learned from the chopais about being open and taking only the good from everything. Seeing God in all people also helped me. In school, even when some people infuriate me, I can learn to remain calm, to control my anger and not feel the anger.
I also found it hard to stay motivated, and I was easily distracted when school was virtual, but I found that setting a specific place for class and minimizing distractions helped a lot with focus.
Oh, me too.
I think that Rama was the very definition of equanimity. I remember in one of the Chaupais we learned that we emulate the person we admire, the hero we look up to. Thus, in order to learn equanimity, who would be a better role model than Rama?
Remembering and chanting japa in our minds, Rama's name will help calm agitations and develop equanimity.
Wow, these were really awesome and insightful reflections, children. I'm impressed. Remember our Swamiji's prescription for a clear and calm mind. Drink the powerful 7-Up. Shri Ram, Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram.
You guys, I'm so glad we're back in person. I know, right? It's so good to be back. It's nice seeing all of your faces again.
We have managed to get a special port key from Swamiji.
Wait, port key? Like in Harry Potter?
Exactly like in Harry Potter. For the uninitiated, a port key is an object with magical powers to transport you to a specific location when you touch it.
The Rama-Ravana battle is an eternal conflict between good and evil, noble and wretched, and righteous and wicked. It is a battle constantly waged in the hearts of each and every one.
When we are overcome with negative tendencies of hate, anger, jealousy, etc., our behavior reflects the Ravana traits. When our mind is agitated, we are Ravanas, making not only ourselves, but everybody around us miserable.
On the other hand, when we are full of love and compassion, our mind is alert and peaceful. Our conduct is like Rama, that Rama who is loved by all. Devotion to that Guru who teaches us about the true meaning of the scriptures is the Kavacha, unbreakable armor that protects us on the battlefield of life.
Ganga, I see you rushing down and serving mankind. Ganga Mata. Just like you, I too want to bring the essence of Bhagavad Gita to the common man and help them in their spiritual quest. May thy grace and blessings flow through us to the entire world. Bless me, Mother Ganga.
Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda is the founder of Chinmaya Mission and one of the most important spiritual leaders in the world. He wrote over 30 books, set up Vedanta schools, and traveled across the world to give lectures about Hinduism and spirituality. Gurudev was a devoted karma yogi that always strived to perform the right actions with the right attitude. He believed that you should never neglect your daily duties and responsibilities. This is why one of Gurudev's most famous quotes is, "If I rest, I rust."
Even though Gurudev had so many responsibilities, he was never too busy for his devotees because he loved them so much. Something that people may not know about Gurudev is that he would wake up every day at 3 a.m. just so he can respond to the letters from his devotees and his Bala Vihar students. In this way, Gurudev practiced karma yoga by being ever ready to serve others.
यत्करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम् यत्करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम् यत्करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जुहोषि ददासि यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम्.
That was beautiful. Wasn't that an amazing performance? So nicely done. And each performer had the right attitude in presenting. It kept me engaged throughout the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it too. I do have one thing to say. We have done so many plays in person and also virtually, but this Balvihar performance today sets a new standard. Thank you.
Hari Om. Our heartfelt gratitude to the entire Balavihar family who have made this whole program come out so beautifully.
Oh, the list is so long. Please make sure that you wait till the end of the program to watch the credits to recognize all those that contributed to this beautiful program. And do reach out to them and share your sentiments.
And we want to thank you all, the audience, for attending this auspicious Chinmaya Jayanti program today.
We are thankful to Vilasini Ji, Acharyas, CMWRC leadership team, the Balavihar teachers, the Balavihar coordinators, the Balavihar director, and all of those sevaks for their dedication and support this year.
A very special thanks to Guru Dr. Aparna Sathe of Nrityamala School of Dance for choreographing the beautiful Anjaneya dance. And a very special thanks to our own Swami Dhirananda Ji for his ever-loving guidance and blessings.
And the unconditional love from our very own Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda Ji. Without Swami Chinmayananda Ji, all of this would not have been possible.
And now, please join me in welcoming Swami Dhirananda for his message. Over to you, Swamiji.
Hari Om. It was so enjoyable to watch my Balavihar students. So brilliant. This is the best way to learn our own traditional values. Our culture can be enhanced by not only learning the dialogues, you have to practice so many times so the knowledge is tattooed. in our mind and intellect. So the children who gave all this demonstration, they will never forget this. This is the best way to learn. Now coming to my car. My car. I have been riding my car for more than 30 years. You may say, Swamiji, you don't have a car. You don't know my car. My car is the imperishable, immutable, eternal car. C-A-R. C indicates Chinmaya, my Gurudev. A indicates Anandamayi Ma. And R represents Ramana Maharshi. So C-A-R, Chinmaya, my Gurudev. A, Anandamayi Ma. And R, Ramana Maharshi. That is my car. So, Chinmaya, C, my Gurudev. Even all the three spiritual giants, Chinmaya, my Gurudev, Anandamayi Ma, and Ramana Maharshi, all are established in the absolute. But when they came to express in the world, each one highlighted a different path for the blessings of the society. Sri Gurudev was the very spirit of Karma Yoga. He told us, he repeatedly told us, Karma Yoga is, you should understand, what I have, all the talents I have, what I have is his gift, the Lord's gift. So what I have is his gift. And what I do with what I have is my gift unto the Lord. So give your best. Because the Lord has given his best. So you give your best unto him. This is Karma Yoga, the spirit of Karma Yoga. For more than 40 years, Gurudev dedicated his life in serving the society. How much he has enlightened the crowds, the millions have been benefited by his knowledge and his spirit of service. So Karma Yoga is selfless, dedicated service to purify our mind and intellect so that we get the capacity, the ability to contemplate and meditate. So Karma Yoga purifies our mind. So serve, love, give, purify. And that makes you to meditate, to realize your own true self. So Gurudev highlighted Karma Yoga. He is the greatest Karma Yogi. The spirit of Yajna was flowing from him like Mother Ganga. Then comes Anandamayi Ma, the very spirit of bhakti, devotion. Bhakti is to surrender. Surrender, we may think, is very easy. Please remember, surrender like the small baby. Surrender like the baby. One devotee heard this and he said to Anandamayi Ma, Ma, please take care of me like the mother. I'm your baby. Please take care of me. And then Anandamayi Ma laughed and said, very intelligent baby. This intelligent baby is telling mom what to do. No baby has ever told mom what to do. Here is an intelligent baby telling mom what to do. So baby surrenders to the mom. The baby knows only to cry. Mom knows what to give to the baby. So don't think surrender is very easy. Surrender like the baby unto mom, and mom shall take care. So Anandamayi Ma gave a beautiful, the spirit of bhakti was flowing through her. In her presence, people could easily surrender. And Ramana Maharshi, he is the Jnani. He is the spirit of Jnana. So he gave the how to be established in Jnana, knowledge. He said, Atma Samsthitihi Swatma Darshan. Meaning, to know the self is to be the self. Being the self is seeing the self. So, when I am being the self, being my own self, that is seeing the self. Atma Samsthitihi Swatma Darshana. Being the self is seeing the self. So any path we can choose. And all integral path also we can use. When you're in the mood of physical mood, you want to work, serve, love, give. Sometimes you're in the mood of devotion, bhakti. Try to sing his glories. Try to identify with the Lord of your heart. Sometimes your intellect is in the mood of being a sakshi. Try to be the sakshi. If you are a sakshi, you are free from the pains of the body, sorrows of the mind, dejections and depressions of your intellect. So any path, in which mood you are the physical mood, karma yoga. Emotional mood, emotion of devotion. Intellectual mood, sakshi bhava. There you saw the chariot. In the chariot of Vibhishana Gita, you should always see, when you are seeing the great Mahatmas, their qualities will be our sadhana. For them, all the Sthita Prajna Lakshanas are natural. All the spiritual values are flowing like their breath. They are breathing the spiritual values. Their very breath is spirituality. So when you're looking upon the great masters, their Lakshanani, the qualities, the characteristics of realized masters, that becomes our sadhana. So Sthita Prajnasya Lakshanani Sadhakasya Sadhana. So their lifestyle becomes our means to walk the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom. So Gurudev is our way, and Gurudev is our goal. Gati. Gati in Sanskrit indicates not only the goal, but also the way. So Gurudev is our way, and Gurudev is our goal. Now, let's enjoy Sri Gurudev's Vedantic view of the glorious epic Ramayana. So remember my car, Chinmaya, my Gurudev, Anandamayi Ma, and Ramana Maharshi. That is my car. Everyone can ride the car to reach their destination. Now, let's enjoy Sri Gurudev's Vedantic view of the glorious epic Ramayana. Hari Om.
Valmiki is the first master who wrote a Sanskrit book, a elaborate book other than the Vedas. And when he thus wrote Ramayana, there is deeper significance in Ramayana more than the mere story of it. Thus we are told, in Ayodhya, Yuddha, conflict. Ayodhya, where there is no conflict. to Dasharatha, one who has conquered all the 10 sense organs, was born the Supreme Lord Sri Rama. Rama means that one who is reveling in every form, that Brahman of the Vedic period, Vedic literature, that Rama is born as a baby. Rama grows up in Ayodhya. The great Acharya comes and takes him there to protect the yajnas. Thereafterwards he goes on a pilgrimage along with the teacher. And in that pilgrimage he reaches Janakapuri. There Janaka's daughter Sita gets married to him. Thus Rama, the Atman, the self, get wedded to Maya, the non-apprehension, and thereafterwards they both come together to Ayodhya. Conflict must necessarily start. Thus conflict started. He was thrown out into the jungle. Into jungle or forest means into the forest of the plurality of the world in which you and I are today living, and continues. One moment the poor little ego, Sita, looked out. There stands the golden deer. She got stung by desire. And in order to fulfill the desire, she rejected Ram, sent Ram to go and bring it to me. It is at that time the 10-headed monster, Ravana, comes in the form of a sannyas. He comes in and takes away Sita, and Sita thus becomes a prisoner in Lanka, and continuously started remembering and contemplating upon Ram with a sense of total surrender. When you thus remain, you will find that every seeker will get intimations from the divine, from Sri Ram, that I am come. Hanumanji reaches there, gives her the symbol. Her hopes have increased now. Now how will Rama go alone? He is there in the jungle. The only army that he can have is the monkeys. It has to be monkey. Human mind and our thoughts is the only ally for the Lord, the spiritual self, for you and I to reach that state. There is no other way. Monkey and the human mind or thoughts have got the same qualities. These monkeys can never be the ally of Rama so long as they are ruled by Bali. And Bali's character in Ramayana is the incorrigible lust. So Bali is to be destroyed. Sugriva, total self-control. The Sugriva, when he comes to the throne, the monkeys are available for Rama's work, and together they build the bridge of contemplation, reaches the realm of pure materialism, destroys the extrovertedness, the great Ravana, takes Sita to himself. Thus Ramayana from Ayodhya to Lanka is the process of an individual divine, you and I, coming into this present state of misconception that I am a limited, individualized ego. And the return of Rama back again to Ayodhya is the man's pilgrimage fulfilled in realizing the self.
Let us be prepared for Aarti now.
Chinmaya बोलिए सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
Please do namaskar to the Arati.
Swami Dhirananda's spiritual leadership is Gurudev himself leading us. And for many of us, he is our Guru. This Guru Parampara, in the most difficult of times, has presented to us the means to overcome it. We stood as one family throughout the pandemic, supporting each other so that our teachings to our members and our operations stay uninterrupted. It was not easy. We owe a sincere gratitude to Gurudev and his son amongst us, our own Swamiji. Let us not forget that while we cannot pay anything for the beautiful satsangs we get in person or virtually, but we can show our sincere gratitude in a generous Guru Dakshina for the priceless gift we get from our Gurus. I hope you will take this opportunity to donate generously. You can do so online by going to our website and using the Donate Now button and following the instructions and using Guru Dakshina as your option. You may choose to mail your donations. While all the businesses, schools, institutions of faith are suffering from the lack of faculty, funds, and uncertainty, we need our house to float above all barriers and be ready for us when we swing back into full action. If you're mailing a check, please make your check payable to CMWRC and mail to CMWRC 46 Norwood Road, Silver Spring, Maryland 20905. Remember to write Guru Dakshina in the memo section of the check. Gurudev's spirit is alive and strong, and we are truly blessed. Hari Om.